was 100% being delusional. I wanted to have this memorable night in Los Angeles and then wake up and go to Atlanta and my whole life would change. Hey, it's Bri, and I have a story for you. If you've been here before, thanks for stopping by and supporting the hustle. And if you're new here, go ahead and click that red button and subscribe. And don't forget to click that bell for notifications, because I know after this story, after I give you all the tea, you guys are gonna wanna see Bri all the time, every time I upload. So I uploaded a story time recently where I told you guys how my jealous friend got beat the fuck up. Because when you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. I don't make the rules.
See, when you do clownery, the clown comes back to bite.
And some of you guys got down in those comments below and started calling me problematic and low vibrational. And those comments inspired today's video, because I want to show you guys that I'm a changed woman, okay? There have been other opportunities when I could have beat a bitch ass and I decided not to. And this story time is one of those situations. So let's get into it. So this story time takes place almost 2 years ago, because this was before I went to Atlanta. And I distinctly remember this day because my wig had came from Amazon and I did the fuck out of my hair. Like, now I just like to pay to get my hair done. Like, I have retired from doing my own hair because that was just driving me crazy. Like, I will never be arrogant Tay. I gave up that dream. But during this time in my life, I was still trying to give baddie on a budget when I've been past that. So like I said, my Amazon wig had just came. I followed all the YouTube tutorials. My hair was laid and I was going to leave for Atlanta literally the next day. So this was going to be my last outing in LA, because to be honest with you guys, when I went to Atlanta, I wasn't really vlogging out there because I was trying to decide if I wanted to live in Atlanta. I went to Atlanta with the intention of potentially making that my new home. I didn't know if I was ever gonna come back to LA. I'm just gonna be so honest with you, because you know how people come to LA and they just automatically assume that if they move to LA, their whole life will change. That's what I thought about Atlanta. I had so much hope, so much faith, so much belief that I was gonna go to Atlanta and my whole life will change. But we could talk about that in another video, because that definitely did not happen. I ended up not fucking with Atlanta at all. At the time, I was like, I want to go out. I'm looking good. My hair is done. My lashes are done. I deserve to be seen before I leave the city, because who knows when I'm gonna come back. Like, anything can happen, right? I hit up one of my friends that's always down to turn up, and he agreed to meet up with me downtown, and we were gonna terrorize the city, point blank, period.
Party all night, where we going, what we doing?
I'm never on time. If you've been watching me for a while, you already know this about me. Like, I'm late everywhere. If you have ever seen any one of my vlogs ever in life, you know that I am never on time. I spent all day working on my hair. My lashes was already done, so half the battle was already won. All I had to do was beat my face and put on an outfit. So this was the one time in my life that I was actually on time. I was actually punctual, okay? Now remember, I told you guys, I was going to leave for Atlanta the next day. So you can imagine how pissed off I was when I paid almost $40 to Uber downtown and my friend was nowhere to be seen. I want to get this off my chest right now at the beginning of the story. I have a high tolerance for BS. I have a high tolerance for nonsense. I have little to no tolerance for people that fuck with my money. I'm not gonna play with you. If I feel like you're playing with my money, I don't want you in my life. So if I make plans to hang out with you and I tell you I'm requesting my Uber is here, I'm on my way, I'm about to get dropped off, if I'm giving you live updates and you still take it upon yourself to show up whenever you feel like it, I am 100% going to feel like you're fucking with my money, because I could have used this $40 on a seafood boil in Atlanta, on some hookah in Atlanta. I just want to make that very clear to you guys right now. It's very much the principle for me. Some of you bitches are doormats. Y'all let people walk all over you. I get it. You know, I cannot relate to you, but I understand that bitches like you exist. I'm not one of you bitches. Like I said, it's very much the principle for me. It would be totally different if I had a car and I could just sit and wait for you. I'm standing on the side of the road like a GTA hooker. I said all of that because this particular friend that I decided to hang out with, he was already with his cousin, and his cousin has a car. I was hanging out with this exact friend a few days ago, so I know he would not just leave me outside for a whole ass hour. And that's why the video is titled what is titled today, because honestly I feel like this boy told his cousin, can you drop me off downtown, I'm about to hang out with Brianna. And I feel like the cousin was like, yeah, I'll give you a ride downtown, but I don't fuck with Brianna. Just because it was me that he was gonna link up with, she decided to take her sweet ass time. I was waiting for my friend for almost a fucking hour. I was so pissed. Like, I don't really think that there was any reason for them to leave me outside that long. I feel like that was 100% personal. I was not willing to take that L and spend $60 round trip to not do nothing. So I will admit that I was being stubborn. I should have just took the L. I should have had more respect for myself, especially because of what I was wearing. You know, I had on a hoochie mama outfit. I should have just stood on my morals and said, you're not gonna have me out here waiting all day like I'm a fucking peasant. I'm about to go to Atlanta anyway. I'm going home. I feel like I pretty much gave you guys a clear idea on how things escalated and how I ended up feeling some type of way. Like I said, I was downtown in Los Angeles, which is basically like fucking Gotham City, okay? If you've never been to LA, downtown LA at night is the equivalent to Gotham City. I'm not joking. So that's another reason why I was fucking pissed. I'm dressed like a fucking hoochie mama. I don't know where to wait for my friend because there's 3 different bars on the corner. I don't know what bar we're gonna go to. So I'm just walking back and forth, and I end up catching the attention of some undesirables, some low level, low budget drug dealers. These guys come up to me and they're acting like we're at a restaurant. They're giving me the deal of the day. They was running through their menu, okay? And I was like, look, baby, I'm good. Like, when they first walked up on me, I did not think that I was gonna be outside waiting for my friend that long. So I was very much standoffish, especially because I already knew how I was dressed. Like, the outfit that I had on was very much giving, get in your Uber, get out your Uber, go to your party, get right back in the Uber. It was not giving, I'm gonna be waiting outside for 45 fucking minutes to an hour for my friend. So like I said, I was being standoffish, you guys. After spinning the block so many times and seeing these guys and getting their attention so many times, I was like, you know what? I'm not even gonna be embarrassed anymore. I'm just gonna go over there and smoke with them.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new one.
So at this point, you guys, I've become friends with the drug dealers. I'm following them on Instagram and some more shit. That's how long I was outside. My friend told me that they were close by. They were gonna get a bottle. And so I'm thinking to myself, I paid $30 to get down here, almost $40 really to get down here. Let me be patient, because I really am working on myself. Like, I don't know what kind of subscriber you are, but if you're like a hardcore OG subscriber, you know that I have been on this journey of like really trying to be a better woman. So a part of that journey is not flipping the fuck out on people. So I'm like, you know what? Let me chill. Let me practice patience. He's gonna come with the Hennessy. Everything is gonna be okay. I don't think it takes that long though. I was just blowing him up because I'm like, bitch, you're putting me in a dangerous situation. Like, I'm standing in front of the Apple store because this is the only store that's well fucking lit at this time, surrounded by 6 guys. I don't feel safe right now. Where are you? And the whole time, my friend was not taking me seriously. I remember at one point, my friend texted me and he was like, we're finding parking. Stop tripping. You're with 6 guys anyway. Don't act like you're not loving the attention. I literally was like, what the fuck? And that's why I was so shocked that when I uploaded that other story time, motherfuckers was in the comments calling me low vibrational. I know when I'm being low vibrational because people are constantly trying to push me to that limit and I don't go there. The text message really was like, oh, bitch, you got me fucked up. How are you gonna tell me that I love attention that much, that I wanna be outside standing on a corner surrounded by 6 strangers? What kind of bitch do you think I am? Seriously, like that, oh my God. Literally, I finally end up separating myself from these drug dealers. I'm like, okay, y'all, my friends are here. And so I end up walking where his cousin parked the car. Tell me why by the time they finally pull up, after I waited for them forever, they don't even have the liquor that they texted me and told me that they were gonna get. They had a totally different alcohol. And I'm like pissed about that. I'm pissed that y'all said I was gonna drink this alcohol and now y'all come through with this other alcohol that I don't even have a fucking taste for. Like, I don't want this shit. So I took that personally too. Like, bitch, you got me waiting this long to pull up with the wrong bottle? When my friend got out the car, he was already lit. He was trying to give me hugs and some more shit. I was like, bitch, back the fuck back. The fact that I was not grateful, the fact that I was not like, oh, thank you so much for showing up, I feel like that really rubbed my friend's cousin the wrong way. See, my friend, all my friends actually, they know that I'm funny acting. They know that. They know that about me.
That's why I don't have nobody around me. Because I don't trust nobody, bitch.
My friend knows me, but you know what? I don't know what my friend says about me when I'm not around. And clearly, my friend be having me fucked up because his cousin really tried it. Now, I didn't put the pause on her, but I did have to put the bitch in her place. So when the cousin sees that I rejected my friend for a hug, I was like, bitch, don't hug me. And you had me outside for an hour. She started talking shit. She was like, I know you don't feel some type of way. I was not about to hold anything back from this bitch. I already felt like it was her fault that he took his sweet ass time. I didn't have no patience. I didn't have no grace. Honestly, I was not trying to hear nothing that this bitch had to say. Just period. I didn't. Because I felt like she left me waiting that long because she actually thinks she's better than me. And that's where she got me fucked up. Do not have that war with me, bitch, because I will win every time. Every time a bitch thinks she better than me, I'ma prove her the fuck wrong. Every time. She thought that she was gonna put me in my place. She was like, don't talk to him like that. He told you that we had to go get the bottle and that's what we did. And then she starts to make the whole situation about her. So apparently they took forever to link because her friend was having a birthday party at one of the bars and she needed to stop and get her friend a birthday gift. Mind you, the bitch was carrying 2 trays of cookies. It took you an hour to get the wrong bottle of alcohol and 2 fucking cheap ass boxes of sugar cookies, bitch. Now, if I told y'all that I punched that bitch in the face, then y'all would be like, oh, Brianna, you wrong, you wrong. How? How would I be wrong when a bitch trying to play me for a fucking dummy? You didn't even get a real gift, bitch. You got sugar cookies, them thick ass sugar cookies. Do you really think that your friend is gonna lose their mind because you fucking came with $2, $3 cookies? Have you ever been so mad that you're actually too stunned to speak because you feel like whatever you're gonna say, whatever comes out your mouth is gonna be out of fucking pocket? When she going on this fucking rant, she's like, who do you think you are? After y'all left me standing outside with no concern for my safety, you're gonna ask me, who the fuck do I think I am? Okay, so I got in her face. I made sure I got close to her and I asked her, I said, who do you think you are? I wasn't screaming, I wasn't hollering, but I made sure to get in her space to let her know I'm not the one to fuck with. And when I did that, she laughed and smirked and walked away from me like she was too good. She's like, I'm just gonna go home. I don't want to deal with this negative energy. I don't have time for this. This bitch made the whole situation about her when last time I checked, I was the only one that was standing outside for as long as I was standing outside. And I'm gonna keep bringing that shit up because they did disrespect me. I don't care. That was disrespectful. My friend, he's begging his cousin. He's like, no, don't leave. Like, we got the bottle. In real life, my friend knew his cousin was his ride home and he did not want to go home yet. So he was trying to make the situation better. He was telling his cousin, he was like, no, like she didn't even mean it like that. And he's looking at me and he wasn't like actually telling me out his mouth, but he was like moving his mouth. He was like, and I'm like, no, I'm not saying fucking sorry. I actually said that out my mouth. I'm like, I'm not apologizing. I'm not saying sorry for what? Like, bitch, do you think you're Kylie Jenner? You're not Kylie Jenner. I'm gonna talk my shit, bitch. I will admit that I probably made the situation worse than it needed to be. This is why I think this story is so funny, because at the end of the day, she ended up turning around and going with us to the bar. She was talking all that shit, but she still walked to the bar, stood in line to get in the bar, showed her ID to get in the bar. When we got to the door, I was nice to the security man. I was nice to everybody. I was having a great time. Now remember, she said her friend was having a birthday party and she needed to go get her friend a birthday gift. So why, as soon as you walk into the bar where your friend is having a birthday party, you get a hair up your ass and you decide, oh, I don't want to do this. I can't take her. I'm gonna leave. How can you give me that much power that you cannot enjoy your own friend's birthday situation? You guys let me know if you've ever experienced this in the comments below, because me personally, I've never experienced a hater at this fucking level. Bitch, how are you mad that you did not ruin my night? You did not humble me. It's never that serious. Especially because I wasn't tripping off of you, bitch. So we was only in the party for like literally 4 minutes. This bitch could not take me. Like, she was so mad that I was not bitter because she raised her fucking voice, because she pointed her finger. Like, girl, fuck you and your finger, bitch. Even as I sit here and tell this story, it's unbelievable to me because you ruined your own night over me. You trying to prove a point and I don't care. I hope I make sense, because in real life, it actually was lame as fuck. In real life, it was so obvious that me being unbothered bothered her very much. Them fucking stupid ass cookies that she ended up buying for her friend, she threw them in the trash. And I'm like, damn, I waited that long for you to go buy these dumbass cookies and you don't even give them to your friend? Like, bitch, you are full of shit. How do you get so irritated with the next bitch that you end up throwing your friend's gift away? Even though it's not the best gift, you know what people say, it's the thought that counts. The little thought that you did have for your friend, you just threw that in the trash. At this point, when I realized she's a fucking drama queen, like, this bitch is worse than me, right? I decide to put my big girl panties on and kiss her ass. Like I said, we was only in the party for 4 minutes. I'm like, you're that mad? We was in line for like 12 minutes. How could you be that mad? Like, let it go. Just so we can have a good night. I'm gonna apologize. I'm sorry. Now my sorry is not good enough. Okay, y'all, I'll see y'all later. Like, when she started being with the extra shit, I was just like, I'm gonna request my Uber, I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna take my L for the night, because y'all weird as fuck. I would think that my friend's cousin would actually be grateful that I would decide to drop the situation and just enjoy the rest of the night. The fact that that was not good enough for her, like, she needed me to feel bad about myself. And then when I apologized, the apology wasn't good enough. She wanted me to beg. And you know what she told me? She was like, I didn't even know you and my cousin were friends anymore. I didn't even know you were around. Like, this bitch was trying to shade me so bad. Like, do you really think that at the end of the day, I give a fuck if your cousin tells you if I'm friends with him or not? I was just so confused why she thought that that was an insult. I didn't even know you were around anymore. I looked at my friend. I was like, y'all have a good night. I told that bitch straight up, go home and make sure that you get home safe, bitch. I'm good. I don't kiss anybody's ass because even though I struggle struggled in life, all that did was build character. All it did was make me a better woman. So can't nobody make me feel any type of way for the fact that I struggled, for the fact that I was broke, because I'm a real bitch. I know that when I was going through my trials and tribulations, when I couldn't pay my rent, I know that my friend was talking shit about me, bitch. I'm from LA. I know what it is. I just thought that the whole situation was funny because if you really know your cousin, you know that your cousin is always falling out with bitches. So why is it a surprise that me and your cousin fell out and now we're friends again? Like, why is that even fucking shocking, bitch? That's number one. Number two, there was a time where me, you, and your cousin was hanging out every single weekend. There was a time when you was my biggest fan on Instagram, and now all of a sudden you want to act like I'm a peasant, like you don't even understand why your cousin would hang out with me anymore. You know why your cousin is hanging out with me. You know why I'm still friends with your cousin, because I'm a fly ass bitch. So don't ever try to sit up here and act like you're better than me because I've been through shit, or because I was a stripper, or whatever the fuck would make this bitch think that she was better than me. I think bitches be forgetting that. Like, I remember when you loved me, bitch. And that's why I thought this whole situation was so crazy, because I'm like, why do we have beef? People be having me so fucked up. Like, you know what, you guys? I feel like I said enough. Let's move this conversation to the comments below. If you guys like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Support your girl. Get those fingers moving in the comments below and let me know how you guys would have handled this situation. I feel like I made myself pretty clear. I was 100% being delusional. I wanted to have this memorable night in Los Angeles and then wake up and go to Atlanta and my whole life would change, and I was just fucking being delusional. I'm very curious to see how you guys feel about this situation. Really, how you guys feel about the cousin. I know you guys were not there in real life, but that bitch went out her way to kill the vibe. I'm really excited to hear from you guys in those comments below. Make sure you guys are following me on Instagram, and I will see you in the next video. Till next time.